Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back on the channel, man. We're back with another visual. You did. Today's video, man, we got the most insane police chases ever. What?
You have to fix your
Y'all, we've been discombobulated all day, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Half of the videos that we have got corrupted. They gone. I'm gonna try my best to get them back. Life be lifing, bro.
Life be lifing.
For everybody, so it sucks at the end of the day. But hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, you gotta do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
You ready, C?
I'm ready.
Let's get it. Let's check these out. Let's see what it's about, man.
The White Bronco Chase. On June 17th, 1994, former NFL star OJ Simpson became the subject of the most watched police chase in American history. 5 days earlier, his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman had been found murdered outside her Los Angeles home. Police identified Simpson as the primary suspect and arranged for him to surrender at 11 a.m. that Friday. Simpson failed to appear. Around 5 p.m., his friend Robert Kardashian read a letter from Simpson that many interpreted as a farewell message. Shortly before 6 p.m., Simpson himself called 911, and police traced his cell phone signal to Interstate 5 near Santa Ana. At approximately 6:20 p.m., a motorist also spotted Simpson in the backseat of a white Ford Bronco driven by his friend Al Cowlings in Orange County. Police attempted to pull the vehicle over, but Cowlings refused to stop, telling 911 that Simpson had a gun to his own head. Rather than force a confrontation, police decided to follow at a safe distance. The Bronco traveled north on Interstate 405 at speeds rarely exceeding 35 miles per hour, followed by more than a dozen police cars. News helicopters tracked the chase from above, broadcasting live footage. Television networks interrupted the NBA Finals to show Simpson's Bronco crawling along the freeway. Thousands of people lined overpasses and highway sides, many holding signs of support. The surreal scene continued for nearly 2 hours and 60 miles. At 7:57 p.m., the Bronco pulled into Simpson's Brentwood estate, where supporters had already gathered. Simpson refused to exit the vehicle. After approximately 50 minutes of negotiations, Simpson finally emerged at 8:47 p.m. and surrendered to police. He was arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder. The chase was watched by an estimated 95 million people. The Southern California manhunt.
That's crazy, though.
Very much.
But we all know. You know what I'm saying? We all got our assumptions that OJ did it. That's a lot of people's assumptions is OJ did it, or what's the other assumption, see?
What's the other one?
You ain't got no other assumptions?
Assumption. Or what you saying, he got somebody?
He had
somebody do it?
It's either he did it himself or he had somebody.
Yeah.
That's the assumption of a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's facts. He had his day in court. He won. I don't know. The glove don't fit.
He got off.
He beat his case.
That's what I said.
If the glove don't fit, come on. What's the saying? She don't know the saying.
Yes, I do know the saying.
So go ahead.
I just never liked the saying because I'm like, bro, that means nothing.
She said that glove did fit.
I'm like, that means nothing, but I don't know.
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
At the end of the day, I mean.
Oh, man. Don't we all wish we had a Johnny Cochran?
On February 3rd, 2013, former Los Angeles police officer Christopher Dorner began a killing spree targeting LAPD officers and their families.
Yeah.
Dorner, fired from the department in 2008, published a manifesto online detailing his grievances and promising revenge. His first victims were 28-year-old Monica Kwan, daughter of a former LAPD captain, and her fiancé Keith Lawrence, both shot to death in their car. 3 days later, on February...
Hold on. I was trying to look him up for this dude. You don't know about him? Oh, see, you were... Oh, y'all, she in
Wait a minute. You talking about fool?
I said, did I say fool?
I thought that's what I heard. What you say? Oh, what you say, babe?
Wow.
My apologies. What
Wow.
did you say?
Wow. You think
My
that
apologies.
you think that low of me that I would call you a fool in front of everybody?
In front of everybody.
No, it was just it. I'm playing with that. But no, I said you in for a rude awakening.
Oh, in full. This I just heard full.
All right.
Speak clear. Oh, this happened in 2013.
All right.
2013, former Los Angeles police officer Christopher Dorner began a killing spree targeting LAPD officers and their families. Dorner, fired from the department in 2008, published a manifesto online detailing his grievances and promising revenge. His first victims were 28-year-old Monica Kwan, daughter of a former LAPD captain, and her fiancé Keith Lawrence, both shot to death in their car. 3 days later, on February 7th, Dorner ambushed 2 Riverside police officers, killing Michael Crane and seriously wounding another. The LAPD launched one of the largest manhunts in California history. That same morning in Torrance, LAPD officers mistakenly opened fire on a pickup truck carrying 2 women delivering newspapers, believing it was Dorner's vehicle. Both women were wounded by the officers' gunfire. The manhunt intensified when police received reports that Dorner had fled to the San Bernardino Mountains. On February 12th, he took the cabin owners hostage at a property near Big Bear Lake, tying them up before stealing their purple Nissan SUV. One of the homeowners freed themselves at 12:20 p.m. and called 911. Minutes later, Fish and Wildlife officers spotted the stolen vehicle. Dorner abandoned the car, carjacked a pickup truck from a resident, and crashed it before running into a nearby cabin. Police surrounded the building and a fierce gun battle erupted. Dorner fired at officers with multiple weapons, killing San Bernardino County Sheriff's Deputy Jeremiah McKay and wounding another deputy. Police fired tear gas into the cabin, which caught fire. As flames engulfed the structure, a single gunshot was heard from inside. When firefighters extinguished the blaze, they found Dorner's body with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The 9-day manhunt had left 5 people dead, including Dorner.
Wow.
The Rodney King chase.
Wow.
That's new to you?
Yes, I didn't know, but if I did, it's no longer in my memory anymore.
No, you wouldn't know, because even when I showed you his face, nothing stood out. Now, details were very new to me, but how I knew you did not know about it at all is the way your reaction to it from the very first beginning. Then when I showed you the photos of him,
and it didn't ring any bells.
Nothing clicked in your head, so I was like, yeah, she don't even know.
Because normally I need something. I need you to show me something for it to, like, you know.
Bring him. But yeah, you looked at his, you didn't even recognize. You was like, who's him? I said, yeah.
Yeah, I kept, maybe it wasn't in my head. I didn't have any memory of it.
That was crazy.
On March 3rd, 1990.
And I think I got this up loud. And I think the one thing that's shocking to you is the fact that it recently happened.
2013? Was it that long ago?
That's what I'm saying. I said that it recently happened. I said I think that's what shocking.
What was that? I remember I was there in 2013. Yeah.
Rodney King was driving his 1987 Hyundai Excel on the Foothill Freeway in Los Angeles after watching a basketball game with friends Brian Allen and Freddie Helms. California Highway Patrol officers noticed King's car traveling at approximately 110 miles per hour and activated their lights and siren. King, who was on parole for robbery and had been drinking, later said he feared returning to prison for a parole violation. Instead of stopping, he accelerated to speeds over 115 miles per hour. The high-speed chase through the San Fernando Valley lasted approximately 8 miles. King ran red lights and stop signs, drove on the wrong side of the road, and narrowly avoided multiple collisions. CHP transferred the pursuit to LAPD as King exited the freeway. King eventually stopped at the entrance to Hanson Dam Park. Officers ordered King and his 2 passengers to exit the vehicle. The passengers complied immediately. King remained in his car. When he finally emerged, he appeared to be acting strangely, waving at a police helicopter overhead and patting the ground. Officers later testified they believed he was under the influence of PCP, though toxicology reports did not confirm PCP, showing alcohol and marijuana. 4 LAPD officers, Stacy Kuhn, Lawrence Powell, Timothy Wind, and Theodore Brazino, approached King. When he did not comply with orders to lie face down, they attempted to subdue him with a taser. When that failed, they began beating him with batons. Unknown to the officers, nearby resident George Holliday was filming from his apartment balcony. The footage showed officers striking King more than 50 times with metal batons while he lay on the ground. The beating left King with multiple facial fractures, a broken ankle, and numerous bruises and lacerations. The 89-second video sparked nationwide protests, and eventually, the 1992 Los Angeles riots after the officers were acquitted in April 1992. the Colorado crime spree. On March 13th, 2000.
That's crazy.
That's...
I ain't know like all those details. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know what had led up to the incident. I just remember hearing about it. It happened in
91. I do know the details of it.
Oh, you did know the
Yeah.
details? Oh.
2014, Ryan Cole Stone began a crime spree in Longmont, Colorado, that would result in one of the state's most notorious police chases. The 28-year-old started at a gas station where he stole an SUV with a 4-year-old child strapped in the back seat. Stone fled south on Interstate 25 toward Denver, with police in pursuit. He drove at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour through the Denver metro area during morning rush hour. In Brighton, north of Denver, Stone crashed the SUV into a minivan, but left the unharmed child behind. He immediately dragged a driver from another vehicle and stole that car, continuing his rampage. Stone raced through the Denver area, weaving recklessly through traffic. Near Denver International Airport, he lost control and crashed the second stolen vehicle. He then carjacked a third vehicle at gunpoint, forcing the driver out of a pickup truck. During the pursuit, Colorado State Trooper Bellaman He attempted to deploy spike strips on E-470. Stone drove directly at him, running over the trooper and causing catastrophic leg and foot injuries that required multiple surgeries. The chase had now covered over 75 miles across 5 counties over approximately 90 minutes. Officers attempted multiple times to stop Stone with spike strips, but he either avoided them or continued driving on damaged tires. Finally, around 8 a.m., Stone crashed the third vehicle on Interstate 25 in Lone Tree, Douglas County. Officers surrounded the crashed vehicle with weapons drawn. Stone attempted to flee on foot, but was quickly apprehended. He was arrested and charged with 18 counts, including attempted murder of a police officer, aggravated robbery, kidnapping, vehicular eluding, and child abuse. In 2015, Stone was convicted and sentenced to 160 years in prison.
Ooh.
The 137...
Boy, that's a long ass time. Damn. You know what we never hear about though?
What?
Are the victims of these I guess, so for lack of word, crimes. Like the victims, like when they get their car, like they have to now. They have a life event they have to go deal with. Luckily, they still have their lives, but now you disrupted. You don't know what kind of situation they might be in. That might be the only vehicle they got.
True.
Or they got they traumatized, PTSD.
Especially the one where you took the child was in the car and you just took the car.
That's PTSD, you know what I'm saying? That's trauma. That might be the only vehicle I had. Now I gotta go figure out life. All because what's going on in your selfish head. You know what I'm saying?
Shots chase. On November 29th, 2012, Timothy Russell and Melissa Williams led Cleveland police on a high-speed chase that ended in one of the most controversial police shootings in recent American history.
What year it happened?
2012.
No.
The pursuit began when Russell's 1979 Chevrolet Malibu backfired near the Justice Center in downtown Cleveland, creating a loud bang that officers believed was gunfire. Over 60 Cleveland police officers and approximately 62 patrol cars from multiple agencies joined the chase, which reached speeds over 100 miles per hour through city streets. The pursuit lasted 22 minutes and covered approximately 23 miles through Cleveland and into East Cleveland. Russell drove erratically, running red lights, driving on sidewalks, and narrowly missing pedestrians. Officers believed they were chasing armed suspects, and some reported hearing gunshots during the pursuit, though no gun was ever fired by the suspects. Supervisors lost control of the chase as officers violated department policies by joining without authorization. The chase finally ended in the parking lot of Heritage Middle School in East Cleveland, when Russell's car became trapped by surrounding police vehicles. Officers surrounded the vehicle and opened fire in a sustained barrage that lasted approximately 20 seconds. When the shooting stopped, Russell and Williams were dead. 13 officers had fired a total of 137 rounds into the car.
Insane.
Russell was hit 23 times, and Williams was hit 24 times. Neither had been armed. The backfire that started the chase was the only gunshot that had occurred. A Department of Justice investigation found systemic problems with Cleveland police policies on use of force and vehicle pursuits. Officer Michael Brelo, who jumped on the hood of the car and fired 49 shots total, including his final 15 shots through the windshield, was charged with voluntary manslaughter, but acquitted in 2015. The dancing passenger chase.
You done threw the whole two-pit.
Oh my God.
And why nobody in their right mind? I heard a little bit about that, not a lot. But why nobody in their right mind said, "Hey, y'all don't think this might be the car?"
Cause they be ready
Bro,
to
old
shoot
cars
something.
misfire all this. Bro, we get ring alerts all the time. People talking about some. I think I heard gunshots, and then people have to tell y'all dumbasses, bro. It's backfire from the damn cars, bro. The modified pipes, woo, pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
and they be like, somebody's shooting. They're shooting. Somebody just came down the neighborhood shooting. What kind of sense? We live in one of the most suburban ass cities out here. What kind of sense does that make? It gets on my nerves every time somebody stupid ass posted in them. They
Just say stupid. We just had this talk.
But it gets on my nerves though.
On April 7th, 2016.
Yo, speak what I just said brought me back to it was a Bill Burr. Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
The Bill Burr clip, but it was animated.
I heard one recently. I don't know if you sent me something.
And it was talking about how
Oh yeah.
how they put it.
Yeah.
Los Angeles witnessed one of the strangest police chases in recent memory when two men led police on a pursuit in a blue Ford Mustang convertible following a burglary in Cerritos. The chase began around 1:24 p.m. when LA County Sheriff's deputies attempted to pull over the Mustang driven by 20-year-old Herschel Reynolds with 19-year-old Isaiah Young as passenger. Both were suspected of residential burglary. Reynolds refused to stop, instead leading police on a slow-speed pursuit through city streets and freeways. What made this chase bizarre was Young's behavior. He stood up in the moving convertible and began dancing and waving at news helicopters hovering overhead. He appeared completely unconcerned about the police pursuit, instead treating it like a party. The chase was broadcast live on local television, with news anchors struggling to describe the surreal scene. The Mustang traveled through downtown and Hollywood, with Young continuing to dance and gesture at pursuing officers. At various points, he appeared to be taking selfies and recording video on his phone. On Hollywood Boulevard in the rain, Reynolds performed multiple donuts and 360-degree spins. Young even threw an object at a TMZ tour bus that briefly blocked their path. Crowds gathered along the route, with some people cheering and recording videos as the convertible passed by. The chase continued for over an hour as Reynolds made loops through Los Angeles. Police followed cautiously, with helicopters tracking from above. Eventually, Reynolds drove to a friend's house on 51st Street and Hoover Street in South Los Angeles and stopped. Both men exited the damaged convertible and began celebrating with friends waiting there, taking selfies and giving high fives. After a minute or two, sheriff's deputies arrived and surrounded the group. Reynolds and Young surrendered without resistance. Reynolds was charged with felony evading and burglary. The chase became an internet sensation, with Young's dancing trending on social media for days. The Boston Manhunt Pursuit.
I think we did recently see that.
Yeah, I just seen that.
Yeah, it was.
And what year? When did this happen?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
But it was
A clip.
Yeah. We recently watched it though. I think we watched it on our own. We was like, look at these fools. I swear.
April 19th, 2013, Watertown, Massachusetts became the scene of a dramatic car chase and shootout following the Boston Marathon bombing. Brothers Tamerlan and Dzhokhar Tsarnaev had killed 3 people and injured hundreds with pressure cooker bombs at the marathon finish line on April 15th. After their photos were released on April 18th, the brothers went on the run. Late that evening, they shot and killed MIT police officer Sean Collier on the Cambridge campus, attempting to steal his service weapon. They then carjacked a Mercedes SUV in Cambridge, forcing the driver, Dun Meng, to ride with them at gunpoint. During the approximately 90-minute ordeal, the brothers told Meng they were the Boston bombers. At a gas station in Cambridge, Meng managed to escape when Dzhokhar went inside to pay. He immediately called 911, providing police with the vehicle description and location. Watertown police spotted the stolen Mercedes around 12:30 a.m. and began pursuit. The chase was brief but intense, with the Tsarnaevs driving recklessly through residential streets. When officers cornered them on Laurel Street, the brothers exited the vehicle and opened fire with handguns. A fierce gun battle erupted in the quiet neighborhood. Officers took cover behind vehicles as bullets flew in both directions. The Tsarnaevs also threw improvised explosive devices at police, including pipe bombs and a pressure cooker bomb, with several detonating during the firefight. Transit police officer Richard Donahue was shot by friendly fire and nearly killed during the exchange. The gun battle lasted several minutes. Tamerlan Tsarnaev was shot multiple times by police. As officers moved to arrest him, Dzhokhar drove the stolen Mercedes directly at them and toward his brother. officers dove out of the way as Chokar ran over Tamerlan before speeding away. Tamerlan died from his injuries. Chokar abandoned the damaged Mercedes and fled on foot, beginning a 19-hour manhunt that locked down Boston. He was eventually found hiding in a boat in a Watertown backyard. He was later convicted and sentenced to death. The San Diego tank...
Oh, you don't know about that? I got
I
the whole
know.
movie. Have you?
Yeah, I know about it. I didn't know that he was...
Yeah, that's in the movie.
Oh, maybe I did know that then.
Oh, you talking about his sentence?
Yeah. Maybe I did.
I don't know if I know about the sentence, but like I'm saying.
But yeah, I know about everything. Yeah.
Okay.
I just haven't heard it in a long time. I'm saying like nothing.
Rampage. On May 17th, 1995, Sean Timothy Nelson stole an M60A3 patent tank from a California Army National Guard armory in San Diego and led police on one of the most bizarre pursuits in American history. Nelson, a 35-year-old unemployed plumber and Gulf War Army veteran, was experiencing severe personal and financial problems. He had recently lost his home and was struggling with drug addiction. That afternoon, Nelson broke into the National Guard Armory on Mesa College Drive in Kearney Mesa. Security at the facility was minimal, with an open gate and no alarm system. The tanks in the vehicle yard were unsecured, requiring only a push-button starter to operate with no keys needed. Nelson tried unsuccessfully to start 2 tanks before the third M60A3 roared to life. A guard spotted him, but had no weapon to stop him. The 57-ton armored vehicle crashed through the armory fence and onto city streets. Police received calls about a tank driving through residential neighborhoods and initially thought it was a prank. When officers arrived, they found Nelson driving the massive tank down residential streets, crushing everything in his path. The tank's tracks tore up pavement and destroyed fire hydrants, utility poles, and traffic lights. Nelson crushed approximately 40 vehicles, including cars and a recreational vehicle. He knocked down power lines, cutting electricity to thousands of homes. He even attempted to knock over a pedestrian bridge on Interstate 805, but failed. Nelson drove the tank onto State Route 163, crushing more cars and forcing traffic to scatter. The tank's weight and steel tracks made it virtually unstoppable, capable of driving over vehicles and through concrete barriers. Police followed at a safe distance, unable to stop the armored vehicle traveling at approximately 30 miles per hour. News helicopters captured live footage as Nelson drove through neighborhoods and over vehicles. The rampage continued for 23 minutes through Claremont and onto Highway 163. Finally, the tank became stuck on a concrete highway median. One of the tracks came off, and the vehicle could no longer move. 4 police officers quickly surrounded and climbed onto the immobilized tank. Officer Paul Paxton cut open the hatch with bolt cutters, while his partner, Officer Richard Piner, looked through the opening. Nelson sat in the driver's seat and refused to surrender, still trying to rock the tank free. Officer Piner fired one shot, striking Nelson in the upper body. Nelson was pulled from the tank and transported to Sharp Memorial Hospital, where he died from his injuries. If you'd like to see more stories like this, make sure to subscribe and feel...
That's crazy, bro. This is a crazy video, though.
What you said?
Crazy video, man. Hey, man, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comments down below, man. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go over the name DJ Kid. This is
Sierra Falls.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar.